Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Tine Wimbo Talks. Today we're talking about something that is affecting so many young and old people, which is suicide. As we wrap up September, I thought I'll just give you my thoughts on suicide and how it's affecting many people. I actually lost my friend in June. She had some mental health issues and I thought she was getting better. And I think one of the biggest issues that I've noticed when I speak to people is they feel that they don't have safe spaces to share about their feelings. They feel like they get judged. They feel like nobody's actually willing to listen. And one thing we know is that suicide affects more men than women. I really wonder why, because I'm a woman. I feel like we have more issues than men, but that's another story for another time. But I just want to speak to you about some of my personal experiences with suicide. As I mentioned before, my friend took her life, and it really, really affected me for about 2-3 months. I couldn't believe that she actually decided to end it all. And it's a feeling that a lot of people get. I've been there once or twice. I actually really knew my marriage was over when I started to have suicidal thoughts. And then I realized that I was really getting to a bad space and I had to remove myself from the environment. And something that happens with people is that when you are going through stresses, or if you have stress and it's not addressed, it can actually turn into suicidal ideation. I feel that people don't actually want to die, but they just want the pain to stop. And so I just want to speak a bit about that. Emotions and regulating emotions is something that a lot of us struggle with. This is why people then get into drugs and alcohol abuse and all sorts of addictions, because they just don't want to feel. And I think one of the things that I'm going to encourage you and myself is to be able to sit with those feelings, to be able to not be scared of those feelings, to be able to feel that it's okay to cry. I think a lot of us are coming across this hashtag that men cry too, and I think it's something that we need to start off in socialization, especially in schools, that men cry too. One of the other things that I feel is causing a lot of suicidal ideation, whether we like it or not, is the Mjolo pandemic. A lot of people are feeling rejected, hurt. They're feeling like they don't matter because someone has decided they don't want them anymore. Like I mentioned to you before, that for me, I realized that my relationship was over when I started to feel like I didn't want to be here anymore, and that's when I had to move. So I encourage every single young person to get some help, speak to someone. I know that mental health help can sometimes be hard to come by, especially in countries that have economic challenges. But just speaking to people, I was in this forum this one day, and one of the things that people were saying is they felt like people judge them. A lot of the times we want to give people solutions, we want to give people answers, but people just want to be heard. People just want to be seen. Sometimes people just want you to sit there with them and listen to them. It's not always all the time that people actually want an opinion. And I think this is why people don't speak up a lot, because they feel like if they actually tell you the truth, if they're actually naked with you, then you're going to use it against them, or you're going to tell someone else. I feel like our generation acts a lot like they don't care, but we need to care more, because we are losing people every single day. I was reading something that said we lose more than 11 people daily to suicide. And just imagine if it were your brother, your sister. Like I mentioned to you, it was my friend, a very, very close friend. And I felt guilty for such a long time that maybe I just didn't listen enough. Maybe I didn't give her enough time. And it's something that's been lingering on me for a very, very long time. And a lot of the times, it's just a few seconds of you just making a different decision, a few seconds of you realizing that you are still needed here on earth. So yeah, some of the things that you can watch out for in terms of family and friends that may be suicidal is them withdrawing, them abusing all sorts of things, them probably just acting different, not being themselves. That's really something that you need to look at. So suicide is a very, very sensitive issue. It's something that people are afraid to speak about, especially in our culture, but it is something that is real and is something that needs to be addressed. So if you are feeling like you need some help, we will attach some information below who you can see. We do have some suicide hotlines, and I just encourage you to hold on. Tough times don't last, but tough people do. Bye.